Game 2 of the 2026 Softball Championship featuring the number 6 seed.
It is on to game number 2 on day number 1 of the 2026 Horizon League Softball Championship. Last year's tournament champs in Robert Morris take on the Titans of Detroit Mercy. I'm your announcer, Greg Rakestraw. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's the way the bracket shapes up after game number 1. Green Bay dispatched of Oakland 11-4. The loser of this game basically stays on the field and then plays for their chance to advance on to day number 2. They'll get Oakland. Winner of this game is on to day number 2. Well, they will take on Northern Kentucky tomorrow. And Detroit Mercy will try to figure out something that really nobody has done all year. How do you slow down Courtney Pulich? Courtney batting .458 on the season. She is the conference's player of the year. Her numbers, absolutely staggering. 24 home runs, 82 runs batted in. Both of those are top 5 in the nation. She is tied for 5th in terms of home runs. She is 3rd in terms of runs batted in. It is a dynamic 1-2 punch between her and Aglaia Rudd, who was a transfer from Purdue-Fort Wayne, as Robert Morris has 2 players that have slugged 21 home runs or more. 4 players in total have hit double-digit dingers for the Colonials this year. We'll take this quick timeout. We'll come back with starting lineups and first pitch from Youngstown as you're watching Horizon League Softball on ESPN+.
First baseman, number 28.
Batting lineup for the Titans of Detroit Mercy. The number 6 seed, Higgins, Katola, and Fessler. Peterson, Klaft, and Davis. The pitcher will hit in Savannah Schultz, Hannah Schlachter, and Natalie Babcock for Dan Vitale's Detroit Mercy Titans. Pitcher that they will face in today's game will be Madeline Coleman. That will get the ball for RMU. And again, hitting the ball has not been the issue for Robert Morris this year. Pitching is where they have struggled, kind of similar to what we saw at Green Bay. They had enough offense, or frankly, an 11-4 win was just fine for them. Coleman on the season is 8-4. This will be her 14th start. Her ERA is just north of 6 on the season. Team ERA for Robert Morris is 5.4. Coleman this year has allowed 19 home runs. She has walked 30. She has struck out 57. And opposing batters batting .319 against Coleman so far this year. Coleman, one of the team captains, a senior from the state of Maryland, and began her college softball career at Mount St. Mary's before she made her way to Robert Morris. The defensive alignment behind Miss Coleman today. In the outfield, Hop, Hare, and Pulich, Brandt, Dunlap, Thompson, and Fosher, and the aforementioned Aglaya Rudd behind home plate. Again, Aglaya, transfer from Purdue-Fort Wayne, who, like Cleveland State, dropped softball at the end of last year. Aglaya elected to stay in the league, and Robert Morris has been the better for it. Weather conditions as you look at Jex Varner, head coach at Robert Morris. Turn to the dugout. Again, led his team to the number 2 seed last year and won the conference tournament, beating Purdue-Fort Wayne in the championship game 4-2. Currently 56 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. And we're about as warm as we're going to get today. And frankly, the weather today is kind of expected to be the weather for most of the week. Keeping our fingers crossed, forecast looks pretty dry for the next several days.
Center fielder, number 2, Jenna Higgins.
Home plate umpire, Pat Flanick for this game. Robert Morris went 6-12 in the league, good enough to be the number 6 seed. And we are underway. First pitch in for a strike. Jenna Higgins batting .333, one of 2 everyday players for the Titans that is batting better than .300. As a team, Detroit Mercy batting .244. And that misses. Detroit Mercy finished 8th out of 9 teams in the Horizon League last year. That's in for a strike. And for Detroit Mercy, they are thrilled to be here. This is the first time they have played in the conference tournament since 2019. Higgins, a freshman from Macomb, Michigan. Swings and misses, and there's one down. Take a look. Of course, this year the league was 18 games. So everybody in the league 3 times over the course of a couple of days. Trying to bunt her way on is the number 2 hitter in Katola. That's off her foot in the batter's box. And the count is 0-1. These two teams just played each other last Friday and Saturday, and Robert Morris won all 3 games handily. Well, first 2, I should say the last 2 games they won handily. This one popped up and showed another chance to do it. First game was a slugfest. RMU won that one 12-11. Colonials swept the Saturday double dip 9-1 and 18-3. So the Titans hoping to fare better this time around. The 0-2. Lifted. Center field. Coming in. Makes the play. That's Hare, and there's quickly 2 down. So Trinity Fessler now due up here for Detroit Mercy. She's the catcher. Senior from Vassar, Michigan. Fessler batting .321, 2 home runs, and 19 runs batted in. Bell tie for a strike. Little off the plate, 1-1 the count. Coleman got the ball twice last weekend against Detroit Mercy. Including throwing 7 innings of 1-run ball. This one lifted shallow left field. Left fielder's got it. Couple of fly ball outs, and Coleman makes quick work of the Titans in the top of the first. Colonials come to bat when we come back on ESPN+.
This is the Horizon League, a league made for major leagues, where competition drives us, our cities fuel us, and bringing home a win is just us giving back. We turn every event into an experience with a decades-long record of once-in-a-lifetime moments. So don't get upset just because you're outmatched. We are unstoppable, our impact undeniable, making major plays in every way. This is our Horizon.
Who says you gotta pay more for a great shave? Barbasol Shaving Cream has been trusted for over 100 years to deliver a high-quality shave at an incredible value. Barbasol's thick and rich instant lather delivers a close, comfortable shave that leaves your skin feeling smooth and moisturized, and all for a lot less than expensive shave gels. So pick up a can and see for yourself why Barbasol continues to be America's #1 brand of shaving cream.
The challenges are real.
First development.
Children are facing
Alzheimer's cases rising in popularity.
We need solutions.
They said it'll never happen.
You're not ready.
Too ambitious.
Be realistic.
Can't keep up.
And we said, watch us.
Batting lineup here for the Colonials of Robert Morris, Hop, Fasher, and Pulich, Rudd, Brandt, and Hare. Dunlap, Thompson, and Gualazzi. Gualazzi hitting for the pitcher in Coleman. The pitcher that Detroit Mercy will have in the circle today is their ace in Savannah Schultz. Again, the Titans have had just 4 pitchers throw innings this year, and the majority of them have been their 2 starters in Schultz and Flynn. Schultz is 10-15 with a 5.3 ERA. She has walked 89. She has struck out 99. And she has gone the distance in, well, I should say she has started half the game she has pitched so far this year. So Cameron Hop for opposite number here. And that misses high. Cameron, a junior from the state of Ohio. Robert Morris pulls players in from Ohio, Virginia, Pennsylvania. Even has one from Indiana on their squad. And this one lifted left side, and that'll harmlessly fall in foul territory. And the count at 1-1. Ground ball. Second baseman. Perfect play. No need to take it out of your glove. Just shovel that ball to first base. That's Katola that makes that play, and there's one away. I mentioned Katola's name. Here's the rest of the alignment. Peterson, Higgins, and Schlachter in the outfield. Babcock, Davis, Katola, and Klaft in the infield, and Fessler behind the dish. Eloise Fasher at the plate. She is a junior. She is from Pittsburgh. Began her playing days at Kent State. Fasher batting .438. 10 home runs and 55 runs batted in. The RMU offense, it is an old school murderer's row. They are batting .376 as a team. And again, they are averaging 2 home runs per game. Next 4 batters have all hit double-digit home runs on the year. This is not one of those. On the ground, shortstop makes the play. Fasher hustling down the line, but the out recorded. And there's 2 down. So here is Courtney Pulich.
The right fielder, number 19, Courtney Pulich.
We mentioned her staggeringly good numbers this year. Top 5 in Division I in both home runs and runs batted in. First pitch swinging ground ball. And that could not have gone better for Detroit Mercy. 3 ground ball outs, and we are scoreless through 1 in this conference tournament opener in Youngstown. Dan Vitale, the head coach of Detroit Mercy, and I feel compelled. You see that last name and you go, wait a minute, it's Detroit Mercy, it's Vitale, that's our Dick coach, right? No. Dan pronounces his last name Vitale, 3rd year as the head coach of the softball program at Detroit Mercy. So again, you go to Callahan Hall, it's Dick Vitale Court. You see the softball coach, it's Vitale. Duly noted. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this time through. For UDM. This is Liv Peterson, junior from Ontario, from Windsor, so literally from just across the way from Detroit. And this one lifted into center field for a base hit. Ball gets by the center fielder. That'll be a single and an error. So runner in scoring position, first base hit for either side. Peterson batting .238. Just her 20th start of the year. Just inside. Abby Claft at the plate. Sophomore from Shelby Township, Michigan. Abby batting .284, 2 home runs and 20 runs batted in. Popped up and caught by the first baseman. So 1 down. That's Fosher over to make the play. So now Jada Davis will step to the ditch. Davis batting .289, no home runs, 15 runs batted in. Davis, a junior from Richwood, Ohio. Just out of the zone. Count at 1-0. And again off the fence and foul. Davis was second team All-Horizon League last year. She has basically been an everyday player since setting foot on campus. In for a strike at Panini's, 1-2 the count. Lifts this one. Second baseman backing up. She's got it. No advance, 2 down. Well, you've seen two different ways to be successful, and again, given the power hitting of Robert Morris, the key was throwing ground balls for Schultz in inning number 1. That is now a 4th put out in the air for Coleman in the circle. Speaking of the pitcher in Schultz, here she is. So we saw the pitchers bat for Oakland, pitcher bats here for UDM as well. Schultz batting 200, but has 5 home runs and 16 runs batted in. Ground ball gets through for a base hit. Runner will get a late wave around throw home, not in time. And the lower seeded Titans get on the board first. I think I'm required to say the pitcher helped her own cause. So Schultz a single and an RBI. She will advance to second on the throw home. And it's 1-0 for Detroit Mercy. So for Schultz, her 17th RBI of the season. Here's Schlachter at the plate. Schlachter on the year batting .244 with 5 home runs and 17 runs batted in. She is a freshman from Toledo. Off speed, misses, 1-1 the count. Schlachter appeared in 2 of 3 games against RMU over the weekend and went 1 for 6. Skies this one. Shortstop backing up. She's got it, and the inning is over. But Titans get on the board first. A couple of singles and an error. Lead an early run. 1-0 for the Titans. To the bottom half of the second we go. The Horizon League members live and play in the largest, most vibrant cities in the country, allowing our student athletes exposure and experience only available in major cities. To learn more about all our major cities, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. Check out the favorite spots to visit, eat, and socialize of our athletes and administrators in our major cities by visiting horizonleague.com/LITL. That stands for Life in the League. Here is Aglaya Rudd. Sophomore from the southeast side of Indianapolis, New Pal High School. In 2 years at Purdue Fort Wayne. When the program was ended at Purdue Fort Wayne, she stayed in league to transfer, and as a catcher, she has a problem with wearing one off her left hip. So she becomes the first base runner for RMU. Aglaya batting .551 on the season. That is second best in Division I softball. Only Mariah Poehler of Purdue has a better batting average than does Aglaya. Gets a thumbs up to Coach Varner. And so Mary Brandt now will come to the plate. Mary, a sophomore from Poland, Ohio. Brandt, 13 home runs, 49 runs batted in. She is one of 4 RMU players, and again, they hit 2 through 5 rather, that are batting 400 or better. Count it 2-0. Couldn't catch up with a fastball, could Brandt. Count it 2-1. Schultz got the ball twice against RMU last weekend. Went 10 1/3 and gave up 14 runs. Pitched to early contact on the ground in the first inning. Trying to do the same here. Brandt, the third baseman for RMU. Sky high pop up. Third baseman, shortstop. Third baseman has it. And there's one down.
Number 8, Olivia Hare.
So Olivia Hare now will step to the plate. Olivia batting .383 on the season. She is a freshman from the state of Pennsylvania, Wampum, Pennsylvania. And it seems fitting, if your town name is Wampum, then you would attend a high school that have a name of Mohawk. Checks out. Count is 2-0. Hare has seen her name in the lineup now for 38 of 44 games played. Swing and a miss. 5 home runs and 29 runs batted in for the freshman. Olivia played at all 3 games against UDM over the weekend and went 3 for 8 with 2 runs batted in. Couldn't catch up with the outside fastball. 2-2. In winter, plays Northern Kentucky tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern time. Loser basically stays and plays Oakland to stay in the tournament. A little high. Get our game started about 35 minutes late because of the length of game number 1. Swing and a miss. Chase went out of the zone. First strikeout for the freshman hurler, and there's 2 down.
Shortstop number 12, Sequoia Dunlap.
Sequoia Dunlap now to the plate. Junior from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Began her college days at Towson in Maryland. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Dunlap batting .269, 6 home runs and 23 runs batted in. She played in all 3 games against the Titans over the weekend. Went 1 for 9 with an RBI and a couple of runs scored. On the outside corner, strike 2 called. This is Sequoia's second year at Robert Morris, was part of last year's conference tournament championship squad. Been an everyday starter. Ground ball, shortstop plays a wicked hop and makes a fantastic throw. Davis with a gem from deep short. This ball changed directions after it hit the dirt. Jada was ready for it and makes the play. 1-0, Titans lead. Nine, 1, and 2 coming up this time through. Third baseman and Babcock will lead things off this inning for Detroit Mercy. Coleman on for a third inning of work. And this one, smack down the right field line, diving effort, caught. Well, we basically see the two best defensive plays of the day in back-to-back plays. One on each side of the equation. That was Pulich in right. She's known for generating runs with her bat. May have saved one with a diving effort. Absolutely laying out to make the play. And there's one down. So back to the top of the lineup in Higgins. Higgins a strikeout victim her first time through. Again, one of two batters in the lineup for Detroit Mercy, batting .300 or better. Batting .333 with 16 runs batted in. Freshman from Macomb, Michigan, as that tails out of the zone. Higgins had 2 hits in all 3 games against Robert Morris over the weekend. Scored a run in all 3 as well. Fouls that one straight back. Detroit Mercy did not place a player on the first team All-League, but they placed 2 on the second team All-League team. Higgins is the field player that has that designation. Schultz, the pitcher that has said designation. Higgins kind of feeling something in her hand after that swing. She'll fight through it as best she can. Swing and a miss. Couldn't keep up with the fastball. 2 strikeouts so far by Coleman, and they have both been against the leadoff hitter. There's 2 down. So Katola not at the plate. Katola fly ball to center. Her first time up. A little high and in tight. Katola, sophomore from Tecumseh, Michigan. Wendy batting 208, but when she has made contact, good things have happened. She's got 6 home runs on the season, including 1 against RMU in the 12-11 loss on Friday. Just above the zone. Wendy had 3 hits in the weekend set against Colonial pitching. Coleman, in 81 innings of work, has walked 30 batters, so Katola should probably expect something to hit here. 3-1. Kind of like that, 3-2. And Coleman retired the side in order in the first. Gave up a single, and again, there was an error involved that made that run last inning an unearned run. But it's a run nonetheless that are getting the Titans the early lead. Challenges Katola here and turns over that one foul. And we'll do it again with a full count. Just out of the zone. So a 2-out walk. First walk of the day issued. And now Fessler will come to the plate. Fessler a fly ball to left her first time through. Fessler 4 hits and 11 at-bats over the weekend against RMU. Off speed, misses, 1-0 the count. Turns on this one. Left fielder backing up. Watches it fly far away. Fessler well past the left field fence. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Titans. Well, it was the Robert Morris bats that had our attention from the single swing run production department, but that is home run number 31 of the season for Detroit Mercy player. 3rd for Fessler. And all of a sudden, it's 3-0. Fessler homered against Northwestern back on March 14th. And Green Bay on April the 9th. Here's Peterson. Straight up on the pop-up. Third baseman calls everybody off. Inning is over. But 2-run score when nobody was on with 2 outs. RMU trails at 3-0 after 2.5.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question. It's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
Who are you in the story? Where does it begin? Where are you headed? Are you curious? Are you courageous?
Hey fellas, let's go out there, let's give everything we got.
Be bigger than your imagination.
Action.
Left and up.
We could be anyone we want in the story.
So you're going to go ahead and give it an IV push?
We are Cleveland State University.
This is the Horizon League, a league made for major moves. where competition drives us, our cities fuel us, and bringing home a win is just us giving back. We turn every event into an experience with a decades-long record of once-in-a-lifetime moments. So don't get upset just because you're outmatched. We are unstoppable, our impact undeniable, making major plays in every way. This is our horizon.
To the bottom of the third we go. Robert Morris trailing Detroit Mercy 3-0. And these teams just played Friday and Saturday. RMU swept the series. Detroit Mercy finished 2 games ahead of IU Indy for the last spot that transfers into the conference tournament. As that misses away. So batters 8, 9, and 1 coming up this time through. Aaron Thompson. Thompson batting .271. Hits a rope but foul. Thompson 12 runs batted in. Just off the plate. Thompson appeared in all 3 games against Detroit Mercy over the weekend. Went 2 for 8 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Lifts this one. Center field. Drifting back and makes the play on the warning track. And that didn't miss by much. But it's a long out and there's one down.
Designated player number 30, Marta Gualazzi.
So Marta Gualazzi, who is the DP today. Marta getting her 15th start of the year. 327, 3 home runs, and 14 runs batted in. Marta, a sophomore from Pittsburgh. Popped up. Top of the lineup rolls back through after Marta's plate appearance. Lifted. And this will have some carry to it, but center fielder drifting over in Higgins to make the play. And there's 2 down. Higgins has gotten her steps in this inning. And the first time through the lineup for RMU, just 1 batter reach. And that was on a hit by pitch. Here's Hopf. In for a strike. She hit a ground ball to second. Her last time up. Kalin hits in all 3 games against the Titans over the weekend. And sends this one into left field, but caught. So a charge into all 3 balls hit, but all find the gloves of outfielders. A special guest when we come back to Youngstown. To the top of the fourth we go, and a surprise brewing here in this game. The 6th seed Detroit Mercy leading the defending tournament champs Robert Morris 3-0 through 3. Well, Northern Kentucky awaits the winner of this game. And Emma Ginn of the Norse kind of put the headsets on and join us for our player interview for this game. Emma, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm interrupting your scouting. I apologize. What are your thoughts on what you've seen in this game so far?
It's interesting to see Detroit Mercy go up, but we're really ready for whichever team we get to play. We're just excited to get out there. It's kind of weird not playing that first day and getting that bye, but we're just excited to get on the field and get to compete.
Well, obviously, if you don't have to get to play the first day, it means you did something right. You wanted to finish first. You'll have to settle for second. Just thoughts about the season you and your teammates have had so far?
I feel like we're just playing really strong together right now. We've just really been working at practice about being like in game and practicing the way we're going to play on the field. I feel like right now one of our coaches says that the strong teams get stronger, and we're getting hotter right now.
Well, it's just exactly how you want it to go. Third year at NKU in this era of, so many players tend to move around as there's a base knock to lead off the inning for Detroit Mercy. Players will play at different places. You've been at Highland Heights for all 3 years. Why was that the right place for you then and remains the right place for you now?
I just fell in love with the atmosphere. I absolutely love the school and the area, and then I just love my teammates. Like all around, we're just great friends, and we get along together really well.
What is the major for you at Northern Kentucky, Emma?
I'm in exercise science, and I'm pre-athletic training.
And so you're going to be around team athletics, it sounds like, for a long time, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, do your teammates, did they let you diagnose them and do some work on them now, or you strictly leave that to the professionals at this point?
I definitely try and leave it to the professionals, but sometimes they still come to me and are like, oh, you should know this.
Emma, you've had a chance to play in conference tournaments each of the last couple of years. What do you take from that experience and apply here to Youngstown this week?
I think I'm just ready to get out there and win. That's what we come here for. We put the code in our locker room is the date of the Horizon League Championship, and we're just looking to hoist that trophy.
So, folks, I hate to tell you this, but you want to get into the NKU locker room, apparently 0510 might be the code, since that is the date. So you might have to change it now that we've announced it publicly on the broadcast. As this ball is hit into right center field, that's going to be another home run. Make it 5-0 for Detroit Mercy, and Savannah Schultz, the pitcher, goes to the opposite field. Emma, we'll let you go enjoy the rest of your game with your teammates. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. Again of Northern Kentucky, kind enough to join us. And folks, this is not exactly the way we thought this was going to go. Opposite field blast that easily clears the fence. So the pitcher in Schultz now has 3 runs batted in. That one by way of a home run. And let's see if there is a pitching change upcoming for Robert Morris. So for Schultz, that is her 6th home run of the season. Fessler has homered, Schultz has homered. And again, like we said, the Mercy put up 11 against RMU the first time they played. Activity is getting underway now with a bit of a pickup in the bullpen. Four players have pitched this year for RMU. And it's really been kind of a 3-pitcher rotation. Coleman has kind of been pitcher number 2. Caitlin Molatoris has been their top pitcher in terms of both innings worked and number of starts. But a bit of a predicament that Robert Morris finds themselves in here. Here's Schlachter, popped up to the shortstop her first time through. And this one hit hard. Third baseman snags it over to first for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 12, Babcock.
Here's Babcock, a fly ball to right. Her first plate appearance. Mentioned the fact that for Detroit Mercy, this is the first time they have played in the conference tournament since 2019. Well, that year they won it. That's the number 2 seed. Titans went 31-28, represented the league in the NCAA tournament. Of course, Detroit Mercy is the team that has been in the league the longest, as this is lifted to left field. Left fielder playing shallow, heads over and makes the play. 5-0. The number 6 seed is making up for lost time here in the Rise League tournament. 2-run blast by the pitcher for UDF. Horizon League student athletes have major experiences in our league, including NCAA Division I competition, championships, and exposure on ESPN platforms just like this. To learn more about the major experience provided by the Horizon League and our members, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. And there is the first base hit for RMU. And Fosher quickly finds herself sitting on second base. Well, you felt it was a matter of time before the bats got going, and now here's Pulich. Pulich, a ground ball to shorter last time up. Lifts this one. First baseman coming in, makes the play. And Pulich is retired, 1 down. So here's a Glea Rudd. Rudd was the only base runner to reach until Fosher's double. Glea played for a high school program that has produced multiple Division I players over the years. Frankly, a lot of the kids from her high school have played for IU Indy in the Horizon League. Just off the plate, 2-0 the count. And again with the base open, this may be to some degree pitching around Rudd here. Count at 3-0. Brandt awaits on deck. Not even close. So walk work by the RMU catcher.
Third baseman, number 11, Brandt.
Here's Brandt. Hit a pop-up her last time up. Offensive timeout coming here for Robert Morris. Runners first and second. First time they have had multiple runners on the base paths today. RMU 27-16 on the season. RMU began the season by sweeping Green Bay, lost a league set to Oakland. And same thing to Youngstown State and Northern Kentucky. Strike call. 0-2. Foul ball. Last loss for the Colonials came in a non-conference game. They split a doubleheader with Canisius last week. Last time RMU shut out Youngstown State, beat them up on April the 4th. Ground ball. They'll get to second. Well, they try the kind of the half-hearted turn, knowing they weren't going to get it. But an out is recorded. Runners in the corners and 2 down. So Olivia Hare, who struck out. Her last time up is at the plate. Schultz's best outing of the season. She threw 7 innings of shutout ball against Green Bay back on April the 11th. And this one into left field, gets down for a base hit. So Robert Morris is on the board. Give Hare the RBI, and it's now 5-1. So Fosher comes around to score. Brandt stops at second base.
Shortstop number 12, Dunlap.
To give Hare her 30th run batted in this season. Here's Sequoia Dunlap. They would lay off the letter high offering. Dunlap, a ground ball to shortstop. That was Davis, made a phenomenal play on a bad hop. At the knees, corner of the zone for a strike. Just out of the zone. Robert Morris in their 6th year of being an Horizon League member. They have made the league softball tournament in every campaign. That misses. RMU lost the championship game in 2022 and then won it last year, beating Purdue Fort Wayne 4-2. Handball 4. So base is now loaded. Here's Thompson, and this is a pivotal moment in this game. Thompson, no home runs, 12 runs batted in. She didn't miss a home run by much her last time up. Just missed. 1-0 the count. You're not going to keep these bats silent for long for Robert Morris. Can you keep that cushion on the scoreboard? Popped up, should be playable. Third baseman's got it. So RMU gets one, but they leave them loaded. And through 4, the Titans lead 5-1 on ESPN+.
At UW-Milwaukee, we turn drops of possibility into waves of incredible progress. Here, our students discover the first ripple of something greater, a future they will help create. Their ideas spread outward, improving lives and creating waves of impact. UW-Milwaukee, this is where we make new waves.
At Northern Kentucky University, you'll find your people, your path, and your purpose. Here, you're a Norse, not a number. With faculty who know your name and a community ready to help you achieve your goals. We meet you where you are with flexible ways to learn, online, in person, or hybrid, and hands-on experience in one of the nation's most dynamic regions. NKU sets you up for what's next. Your future, your way. Northern Kentucky University. Your success is our purpose.
This is the Horizon League, a league made for major moves, where competition drives us, our cities fuel us, and bringing home a win is just us giving back. We turn every event into an experience with a decades-long record of once-in-a-lifetime moments. So don't get upset just because you're outmatched. We are unstoppable, our impact undeniable, making major plays in every way. This is our Horizon.
Titans enjoying a 5-1 lead through 4 against the number 3 seed and the defending conference tournament champs in Robert Morris. And winner is on to Northern Kentucky tomorrow. Loser stays and plays an elimination game, our first. New pitcher is in the circle for Robert Morris. It's Caitlin Malatoris. It comes in her place Madeline Coleman, who allowed 2 home runs. Malatoris, 8-6, 30th appearance of the season. 4.88 is her ERA. Has walked 45, has struck out 100 on the year. And this one is sprayed foul. Malatoris, a junior from McKees Rock, Pennsylvania. Let me try that again, just to pluralize both of those. McKees Rocks, there we go, Pennsylvania, Montour High School. She'll face Higgins, who has struck out twice in today's game. And again sends that one towards the fence. And the count at 1-2. Malatoris threw 4 shutout innings over 2 appearances against Detroit Mercy over the weekend. In fact, Malatoris has not given up an earned run since an appearance against IU Indy on April the 18th. Now, they've been shorter outings, but it's been frequent. Line drive. Pitcher knocked it down. Second baseman couldn't flag it in time. And leadoff runner is aboard. So Malatoris has had 6 consecutive outings heading into this one where she's not allowed an earned run. Now, a couple of times she has allowed some earned runs. 3 against Pittsburgh and 1 against Canisius. Bunt put down, and that is foul. That is Katola, who reached and scored her last time up on the Fessler 2-run blast. Katola sprays that one foul. And the count at 0-2. Good look at Higgins over at first. Popped foul. No way of tracking that one down. Count at 0-2. Tomorrow's first game is set. Green Bay against the #1 seed Youngstown State. Action again starts at noon Eastern time tomorrow. Molatoris was second team All-League last year on the all-freshman team the year before. This one caught. And then able to double off Higgins as she never strayed too far from the bag. And there's one down.
Catcher number 3, Trinity.
Here's Trinity Fessler. Just her 3rd home run of the season, but again, there was little doubt about it. I mean, watch where that lands. That's up on the batter's eye. Pops this one up. Shortstop. Didn't have to move much, did Dunlap, to track that one down. And there's 2 away. So now Liv Peterson will come to the plate. Peterson reached and scored. Back in the second. Popped up to end the third. And watches that go by for a strike. Swings at that one, headed for her knees. And Peterson's played about half the game. She did not make her season debut for Detroit Mercy until March 10th. She had 3 hits and 12 at-bats over the weekend against the Colonials. Foul ball, foul ball. I got her in the box. Fouled that one right off her foot. Give her a moment to make sure she's all right. Foul ball. Peterson played college softball in Canada before making the move across the river to play in Detroit Mercy. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball. So, leadoff runner reaches, but Molatoris then retires the next 3 batters she's faced. Bottom half of the 5th we go. Titans lead it by 4. So to the bottom half of the fifth we go. Gualazi, Hopf, and Fasher for the Colonials of Robert Morris. And they did not lose a game last year in their conference tournament run. To represent the league for the first time in the NCAA field of 64. Schultz on for her fifth inning of work. Gualazi, first pitch swinging. Lifts this one, right fielder coming in, calls off the second baseman. And there's one away. Last inning, 2 singles, 2 walks, but just 1 run scored. Been a grand total of 5 base runners so far. And this begins the third trip through the lineup. Hop a liner to left her first time, or last time up. Count of 2-0. Lifts this one. Center field backing up, chasing that one, and that one is off the wall. Hoff will run into second. Will make the turn, heading for third. And there's the explosive nature of the RMU offense. Kalen had 2 triples on the season coming in, as this one is off the wall. And that ball, because of the spin that it took, she read it right in front of her, making the turn from second to third. So that is a triple. And this one smacked up the middle for a base hit. So make it 5-2. Now can you make it through 3, 4, and 5 one more time? Do you bring in another pitcher to give these sluggers something else to look at here? And Schultz has been great. She's through 4 1/3. And again, you've got 4 pitchers and 2 that have done most of the heavy lifting all year for Detroit Mercy. Pulich is 0 for 2 and frankly hasn't made solid contact yet. Given her numbers, you would say, all right, that means she's due. It's J.C. Reams that is throwing. It was kind of the number 3 pitcher. Aaron Flynn is the other. And kind of is the number 2 starter for Detroit Mercy. But Reams is the one that was kind of throwing, you saw, off to the side of the dugout. Here's Pulich. Below the knees, 1-0 the count. And they really have pitched around Rudd, who is the next batter on deck. Pulich a pop up in foul territory and a ground ball to shortstop so far today. And hit her. So the tying run will now come to the plate in Aglaia Rudd. And again, Pulich, 24 home runs. Rudd, 21. Aglaia's 21 home runs, good for top 20 in the country. And line drive into left center field. That will score 1, maybe 2. Pulich hustling. She'll absolutely score. Rudd at second base. And all of a sudden, it's 5-4. So it's not been the home run ball for RMU, but business starting to pick up for the Colonial Bats. And give Rudd the RBIs, number 61 and 62 of her season. And here's Brandt. Brandt now the go-ahead run here in the home half of the 5th. Just missed, 2-0. Brand a fielder's choice and an RBI. Her last time up. And again, having a conversation here. No coach visit just yet. Coach Vitale on the right. And this one into right center field. That'll tie the game. Brandt will one-hop the wall. She will have a double. Rudd will score. The bats are awake now. We're tied at 5. And again, really credit Schultz for limiting the damage to 1 run through 4 innings. But Robert Morris's offense is so good. It was simply a matter of time. And now Detroit Mercy is just trying to stay in front. Hare a single. Her last time up. I gave Brandt the RBI a moment ago. That was not her. It was Hare that had the RBI last inning. And that tails away. As can happen in softball, it can get late early. Robert Morris can go from, Detroit Mercy can go from leading 5-1 to being down and then having 6 outs to work with. Just missed. Again out of the zone. And Schultz may be on borrowed time at this point. In for a strike. Pitcher's pitch there. If you can get to the top of the 6th tied, you feel like that's a win right now for the Titans. And a ball. So Sequoia Dunlap now to the plate. Dunlap drawed a walk her last time up. 8th batter to the plate this inning for RMU. Ground ball to shortstop the time before that. Showed bunt. Believe she got the bat back in time. Looks like ball 1. Again, shows, but shows early, which means, yeah, trying to get the ground ball out. They get the lead runner and double them off. The rare 6-5-3 double play. Tied at 5 through 5. We may have a challenge. Yep, we're gonna have a challenge. I saw the first base's umpire's hands go up. I thought, I think we're gonna hang around for a little bit here. So, no doubt about the out at first or third base. That's out number 2. But looks like we're going to have maybe our first video review of the day. Did not have one in our earlier game. And frankly, there have not been that many kind of bang close plays to merit having that so far today in 12 innings played. So we will allow our umpiring crew to get to our replay position. And we've got 6 very talented umpires that are working our tournament. And frankly, there's going to be an umpire in the video tent that you see right there. Pat Flanick is our plate umpire today. Ruben Garcia, Aaron Jancy, Ryan Raftery, Dave Selden, and Jason Wolf are the umpires that will rotate through. 4 on the base paths and 1 in the replay booth for each game. And you'll see exactly what they are going to see. And first base umpire signaled out. If the call is overturned, there'll be runners at first and second with 2 down. So Brandt is retired, 6-5 for out number 2. Hare is at second. Only question is now, did Dunlap beat the throw to first base? Let's take a look. I think she's out. I think that's pretty cut and dry. Clearly worth a look. You saw immediately the RMU first base coach go, hey, put the headsets on, as in the universal challenge signal. But she's out at first base, and the first base coach nods her head accordingly. Yep, I would agree with that too. So, great job to call that in real time, and good job to review it by our umpiring crew. Tied at 5 through 5 as you're watching Horizon League Softball on ESPN+. A good one here in game number 2. Trent Mercy led 5-0. Robert Morris with 1 in the 4th and 4 in the 5th. Now tied at 5. My name is Greg Rakestraw. Thanks for spending part of your Wednesday afternoon with us. Day 1 of 4 consecutive days of softball here in Northeast Ohio. That misses inside. 5, 6, and 7. 2 up this time through for Detroit Mercy. Abby Claft at the plate. Abby singled and scored her last time up. She's 1 for 2 today. Abby has hits in all 4 games against Robert Morris this year, which translates to she has a 4-game hitting streak. This one, a second baseman, should be an easy play, and it is, and there's 1 down. There's Jada Davis. Davis made that outstanding play in the field. Last time put down a sacrifice bunt. So she's officially 0 for 1. Jada has 4 hits in as many games against RMU. And first pitch swinging, sends that one foul. I think she offered. Yep, no need to ask. Popped up. Second baseman drifting over has the play, and there's 2 down. Here comes Schultz. How about the couple of productive swings she's had today? RBI single in the second, 2-run home run in the fourth. And Schultz pulling double duty. Pitcher and number 7 batter in the lineup. The 3 runs batted in, the most she's had in a game this year. What a good time for that to be the case from the Detroit Mercy perspective. Foul ball, inadvertent foul ball, but a foul ball nonetheless. The count now 1-1. Strike 2. Popped up, third baseman coming in, but can't get there in time. Catcher had the closer play, but by no means an easy one. And the count remains 1-2. Another sky-high pop-up. Third baseman will have this one. Makes the play in foul territory, and Alma Torres now retired the last 6 batters she faced. Robert Morris looks to go in front when we come back to Youngstown.
This is the Horizon League, a league made for major moves, where competition drives us, our cities fuel us, and bringing home a win is just us giving back. We turn every event into an experience with a decades-long record of once-in-a-lifetime moments. So don't get upset just because you're outmatched. We are unstoppable, our impact undeniable, making major plays in every way. This is our Horizon.
All right, so who knows why?
I know why. For starters, I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. Can you say that? Engineering, sports, music, business. I can do anything here. I'm getting my hands dirty, learning what my friends are only reading about. I'm part of something bigger here. I'm proud to bleed red and black. So yeah, I know why. It's not a question, it's the answer. Youngstown State University, know why.
It's more than a shave. It's the first thing people notice about you. Level up with Barbasol for a clean, smooth finish every time. It's America's #1 brand of shaving cream for a reason. No need to pay more for other brands. Barbasol delivers a thick and rich instant lather that simply gets the job done. Shave with confidence, knowing you're using Barbasol, the American original, for over 100 years. Because it's more than a shave. It's Barbasol.
The bottom half of the 6th inning. Let's show you how we got here to get the start. Has been Detroit. A pair of home runs. That the second by the pitcher, Savannah Schultz, to make it 5-0. Begin one back in the 4th inning for Robert Morris. It was the last 4 in inning number 5. It was the power brokers at the lineup. Glenda Rudd played it. Those 2 runs and Brand for another ISA 5 that has pretty offense. Now is on for her 6th inning of, and it will 8 and then back to top of the lineup are Thompson 0 for 2 so far, as this marks the third trip through the lineup for Robert Morris. And this one smacked into right field, caught. He had one error in today's game, but level of play has been really good defensively.
Designated player, number 30, Marta Lassi.
Here's Guilazzi. Guilazzi 0 for 2. Just missed. Guilazzi had a big day in the regular season finale against the Titans. Went 3 for 5 with a home run and 4 runs batted in. Ground ball, foul ball. And the count at 1-1. Guilazzi with 3 home runs and 52 at-bats. And kind of spot duty this year. Ground ball. Shortstop's got it. Over to first. And there's 2 down. Well, that's how that needed to go from the Detroit perspective. Trying to face that 2 through 5 group with as little traffic on the base paths as possible. Hop singled and scored last time up. Tripled and scored last time up, my apologies. A little hot. Looking ahead for UDM, 8-9-1. Will come to the plate at the top of the 7th. Grays the outside corner for a strike. Count of 1-1. That missed. Count now 2-1. And that one, fair ball. Down the left field line. Should be 2. Good quick throw in, but there's the leadoff speed. And again now, here comes the test. Fosher, then Pulich. If Fosher isn't retired, and so on and so forth. Again, Fosher batting .438, 10 home runs, 55 runs batted in, and she has singled and doubled and scored the last 2 times she has been to the plate. And this one smacked foul. Fosher, a 3rd-team All-League participant. Out of the zone. And that one into center field and snagged by the center fielder. Now that had go-ahead RBI all over it. but Higgins tracks it down in left center field and will remain tied going to the top half of the 7th inning. We'll let this take us to break as you're watching Horizon League softball on ESPN+. The major moves pillar of the Horizon experience highlights our commitment to innovation, a forward-thinking approach to challenges while addressing emerging trends in all aspects of the college sports environment. The Horizon League and its partners have spent the last couple of years investing in education opportunities and concepts around name, image, likeness to best support our athletes. Millions of minutes of Horizon League action was viewed across all of the ESPN platforms last year, and we appreciate your support of our athletes and programs. To learn more about the major moves across the Horizon League, visit horizonleague.com. Schlachter is 0 for 2. Schlachter, Babcock, and Higgins. Malatoris has faced 7 batters and retired the last 6. And frankly, not a lot of solid contact has been made since Malatoris came into the game. Schlachter, the freshman from Toledo. Ground ball, shortstop, charges, fields, fires, and great heads-up base running by Schlachter. As soon as that ball got past the first baseman, she took off. A go-ahead runner in scoring position with nobody down. And again, that throw just errant. A 2-base error on the throw. So Babcock, the number 9 hitter, and batting $171. Puts the bunt down. Hustling down to first. She's safe. Yep, everybody's safe. It was a 1-run game when they played on Friday. Other 2 games got a little more out of hand. But this has been close the entire time. Here's Higgins. We'll have a conversation first. Can Higgins hit one back up the middle? And this is the 2nd trip through the lineup now for Malatoris. So both sides having a bit of a tete-a-tete here. You see Detroit Mercy having a similar conversation on the 3rd base line. Higgins struck out the first 2 times that she was at the plate. That was against the starter for RMU in Coleman, who was chased after the 4th inning after allowing 2 home runs. Let's see if maybe a little play might be in the work here for Detroit Mercy. Runner goes. They'll simply give her second base. And now you would think all infielders in here. And you got to go on contact if you're second or third. If you are Higgins, you're trying to square up a good pitch to hit, but if you think you can lift one into the outfield, you'll do that too. And you see activity in the bullpen next to RMU. Those are Oakland players warming up for the next game. And one of these two teams will be playing in that next game. And this one lifted, and that will drop for a base hit. They will throw ahead to third. You've had to apply a tag there, not just touch the base. Everybody's safe. But it's 6-5 Detroit Mercy as the first 3 batters reach. And Schlachter comes around to school. So give Higgins the RBI. That is her 17th of the season. And when the throw went to third, Higgins wisely went to second. Here's Katola. Katola puts a bunt down. Nobody's at first. Everybody's safe. So second bunt base hit of the inning. Now one of Detroit Mercy's best hitters in Fessler, who has already homered today. Comes to the plate with the bases loaded and nobody out. In for a strike. So frankly, your first play here, if it's a ball on the ground, is to go home. And the potential look to another bag, most likely first to make a play. And Mala Torres does have a strikeout. She would love to have another one here. Again, you like the group you got coming up next inning if you're Robert Morris, but you're trying to keep this to kind of a one-swing game. Detroit Mercy obviously feels the other way. Ground ball, second base, comes home, got the out. Well played, one down. So bases remain loaded, but one down. So now Peterson. Singleton scored back in the second, 1 for 3. We're going to get a runner, I think, coming in here for Detroit Mercy. That's the reason for the momentary pause. Looks like Aaliyah Tangwe will come in here to run for somebody for the Titans. It's going to be for Fessler so she can get the gear on and get focused for the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Number 11, Aaliyah Tangwe.
And I think Detroit may be asking for a challenge on the play at home plate. And our mics are great. You can hear Jex Varner going, wait a minute. Shouldn't be a challenge there because you've only got 30 seconds to ask at the conclusion of the play. And it looks like we're going to not have ourselves a challenge. Coach Vitale pretty good natured about it as he's smiling towards the RMU dugout. So we play on. Peterson lifts it. Shortstop has it. Second out. Now, if you're Robert Morris, you can go back to your normal depth. And Abby Claff trying to...
First baseman, number 28, Abby Claff.
Again, give a little more breathing room to UDM. Claff scored back in the fourth on the two-run blast by Schultz. Claff 20 runs batted in this year. Off speed outside, 1-1. Of course, the walk is every bit as good of a hit here if you're a Detroit Mercy fan. Time is called. That hitter? It did, yes. Dead ball, everybody advances. There's another extra run for Detroit Mercy. That is a hit by pitch. That is an RBI the hard way. Bases remain loaded. It's 7-5. Got her on the right shin. And let's explain, you can't lean into the pitch. You can be a statue. You don't have to get out of the way. You can let it hit you, which is exactly what she did. Here's Davis. So get a little breathing room. And again, against batters 3, 4, and 5, that's what you need. Inside corner for a strike. Two and one. League wins for Detroit Mercy this year. Won the opening game at Youngstown State back on March 20th. Took 2 from IU Indy, took 2 from Green Bay, and beat Oakland. Turns on this one, but foul. Detroit Mercy came into this game on an 8-game losing streak, but had done enough to make the league tournament. And here they are against the defending league champs with a 2-run lead in the top of the 7th. Line drive caught. And that is the end of the inning, but 8 come to the plate. 2 of them score. For Robert Morris, they've got 2 to tie, 3 to win it when we come back to Youngstown. 3, 4, and 5. Pulich, Rudd, and Brandt. Up this time through for Robert Morris. Between those three players, that's 58 home runs this year. That group held in check largely today until the last inning. Pulich hit by a pitch. Rudd doubled, Brandt doubled. And last time this group came through, part of a 4-run 5th inning. So it made those 2 runs in the top of the 7th all the more important for Detroit Mercy. If this were tied, this was going to be potentially one-swing territory. Looks like maybe a little bit of defensive changes, perhaps, for Coach Vitale. Because I can guarantee you no pinch hitters coming up through here for RMU. Just making sure that everything is moved around properly from an accounting standpoint. Again, winner plays Northern Kentucky tomorrow at 2:30. Loser will come back and play basically in 35 minutes. Schultz looking for a complete game in the circle. She has thrown 6 of those this year. She came in 10 and 15. So she's been the winning pitcher in 10 of the 14 total wins that UDM has had this season. Here we go. Outside corner strike. Hammered foul, 0-2. Pulich homered twice in the Friday game against Detroit Mercy. Did not homer in either half of the doubleheader on Saturday. Change up at 1 and now 1-2. Ground ball, foul. And I've been giving you Pulich's overall numbers, which obviously are exceedingly impressive. And a smaller sample size, or her rising numbers catch your attention too. We'll update those after this pitch. Again, foul. So in 18 league games, Pulich slugging over 1,000. 26 runs scored, 31 runs batted in, and 12 home runs. Let me repeat, 12 home runs in 18 league games. We may be getting a fresh supply of softballs. Yep. Reason for momentary delay. Count remains 1-2. Just off the plate. Now 3-2. And again, you may be a little more apt to be aggressive here, because you don't really want a batter on base for Rudd. But missed the zone. So the tying run will come to the plate. And Rudd doubled last time up. They pitched around to the first couple of times. Rudd has 37 extra base hits in 42 games this year. It looks like conversation and no change here. And the meeting adjourned, and it's Schultz. Will have the ball in her hands, even though this is inning number 7. Numbers back this up. She's their best pitcher. This is who they want in the circle at this time. Coach Varner can smile because, again, he knows how good his hitters are, especially the next couple of them. In for a strike. Rudd, not just a batter's eye, but a catcher's eye. Kind of had a smirk about that one. 0-1 the count. Lifts this one. Left field. Got it. Rudd didn't get all of it. Tried to reach out and pull an outer corner ball. That's a massive out. And there's one down. And again, Brandt is not exactly a let-off here. She's homered 13 times. And she's batting .403. She doubled her last time up. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove. Throw to second. Yes. Safe at first, but got the out at second. It was close. Let's see if there might be a look at that one. Doesn't look like it. So you've gotten through the big 3. Again, Hare's batting .383. But a little less pop with 5 home runs at the plate. Hare singled and got an RBI back in the 4th and walked last time up. Popped up, third baseman's got it, and Detroit Mercy is on to day number 2. And their first conference tourney appearance in 7 years. Detroit Mercy has knocked off the defending league champs. That's why you play the games, right? That's why you play the game. Well, congratulations to the Titans. They snap an 8-game losing skid. And the team that won the tournament last year now will stay and play an elimination game a little more than a half hour from now. For Savannah Schultz, who gets her 7th complete game of the year, gets her 11th win of the season. And the 2 lower-seeded teams both get W's today. It'll be the 4-seed Oakland and the 3-seed Robert Morris that will play the elimination game, which will begin somewhere in the vicinity of 5:40. We'll take this chance to step away again for about a half an hour or so. No official start time yet, but be back with us about 5:35, 5:40 for our final game of the day. One of Oakland or Robert Morris will be going home after day 1 of the Horizon League Softball Championship. Thanks for joining us on ESPN Plus. It was a game that had some home runs, but it was not by the team with the sluggers at RMU. It was the scrappy underdog in Detroit Mercy that got 2-run blasts in the 3rd and the 4th, and then scored 2 more in the 7th to surprise RMU. Goodbye for now from Youngstown, and thanks for joining us for Horizon League Softball on ESPN Plus.
First pitch for Game 3 will begin at 5:40 p.m.